are something else, bruh. I'm gonna move it back. I gotta get close window, bro. Right? Don't be looking at me all crazy because you wanna play. Play later. You are funny, bruh. Let's put this back away from the cold. Okay? There you go. We've been chilling. All right. Anyway, that right there. I want to share this. I want to give some acknowledgments. This is an audio library. Now, this one right here, I'm not gonna play it, but I want to play the one that I was just playing is called. I could put it in there, but I'd rather give the name. This is Cold Funk by Kevin McLeod. Right here. Now, this is the all YouTube audio library of content creators, okay? Me, I don't need no goddamn music. I got tons of music on Spotify, on my tablet, from a number of different individuals that I don't have to worry about some fake half-bred Spanish nigga claiming a copyright on a song that millions of people have used, and all of a sudden it's popping up here on the 2nd of the month and the 15th of the month because some fake-ass Jew feels some kind of way. You dig what I'm saying? Library is a library. These motherfuckers want to sit there and they want to control everything but have zero control at all of anything except for wiping their ass. So here, so you can give acknowledgement to the music being played. Now, I have that music downloaded. And you can play it back, you can loop it. It's a almost 5 minute long video. I'm not going to do that. I don't need no damn music. So I'm feeling under weather. My temperature is 98.7. No, it's not going up. It actually was at 98 point. It's supposed to be around 98.2, right? It was at 98.8. And I was like, hold on, I ain't got no fever. But you know me, cold shower. Bam, I was at 98.2, but it went up to 98.57. And I'm cool. That's like, if I want on a little 2-3 mile run. So, you know, I have my little, this is my Trap Out, original mug for my Trap Out. For those who like the mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all that other stuff. This is from New York. This is literally from New York. New York to Jersey, from Jersey down south, over here. But I'm blowing. All the phlegm is coming. The mucus is coming up because my body rejects it anyway. I mean, loose like that. I mean, it's just flowing out. It's just, but it's not green or anything like that. So the thing is, when something like that happens, you don't want to be around people. Now, as I stated, I was actually talking to somebody, and I went over there, and the eggs weren't on the shelf. And there are foreigners that eating some weird stuff that I would never eat. Got more bioengineered stuff in it, but and I refuse to take cold medicine and all that crap. I have tons. That's for like people that come over here and they feel a little sick. So I'm like, yo, nigga, look, take that. Here's the humidifier. We're gonna throw a Vicks pack in a joint and then rub that down, wrap your head up and keep that shit within you. So you see, I made a post. All of a sudden, music literally used by millions of people, over 3 million people for content creation. All of a sudden, now that's one dude. Now the other individual, I just want to share it because this is no more than like Instagram security team, right? I look at all the people who had up to 500,000 followers and they just got rid of their stuff. It's some goofy, young, crayon-colored head motherfucker who feels some kind of way because they believe they're in power and control. And there's a limit to that shit. And that's why, and some of y'all may say, well, you sound like your mother. No, it's stupid. Because I beat your ass and you know that this little agent fucked up. And he said, well, we'll stop him for a day. Like, that's stopping somebody? Nigga, I can remove this and they'll never stop me. See, this is where they screw up in their little infinitesimal, molecular, smallest than molecular way of thinking. You know? They have a hard time believing with Star of David. Where did it come from? Excuse me, it's a flag to carry fighting for Remfam, Osiris, or Nimrod, or whatever the fuck you want to call all those names that I did a video about. Nobody seems to go back and watch. Was it too long? Is it too hard for you to watch? No, is it bothersome because it rattles your feathers because you're a little too disturbed and weak? I can't get in your dream and give you some real disturbing. The problem is, most people aren't aware of nothing because nobody wants to really know. And then what's its real origin? I shared with you Wild Flag, and now a whole bunch of people have shared with it. I've assisted you in knowing that because I use Tartary, it's the basic formula for people to start learning, but that is slang. Tartary or tartan or tartaria is 3 different functions. Whether it's people, the whole thing, that's not the name. That is to get you in there because most of these idiots are going to write books, and those are the terms they're going to use. You must dig deep to know that it was not Tartary. The fall happened before and during the Crimean goddamn war. The Civil War was part of that. There wasn't no Civil War. It was fighting a bunch of, like you have misaligned and lost niggas now. That's what it was. And there were pale skins, don't get it twisted. But my pale skin brothers, you ain't been here that goddamn long. It's not about making you believe shit. Do the research and find out the truth. And don't sit there on a bump on a log. A bunch of conquered fucking people running around on our soil thinking they us, this, that, and the other. What have you given? Musically, not just conceptually, invention-wise. I don't want to hear about some shit in the last 20, 30 years. What have you given? We created the pneumatic air fucking tunnels. I was talking about Chicago, New York, all the way through Louisiana, through South America. You can't even find them no more. Oh, they're there. They're just too dumb to dig. They didn't build. Why was it in the Reconstruction period? We were rebuilding every goddamn thing. Oh, yeah, they came over for the World's Fair and they were setting up scaffolds. But they don't show you the pictures. And the ones you can see, most of y'all won't even look at them because they've obscured a lot of the faces and even the bodies because they don't want you to see that they were us. Damn. But there are pictures if you take the time and go and look. That's why it boggles my mind when I'm reading Haile Mikowski. He doesn't use color. He doesn't want to use it. But he says occupied. As everybody else is realizing, occupied a land and then brought all these new people in. Make it make sense. I shared the Ket people. Nobody ever did that. I've been doing that for over 2 decades. Who's the Ket people? Fucking Google them. Google Masters. I hate Google. Oh, it's clear. Good. And it's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not here to make people believe in anything. I don't believe in nothing. Believing in shit is the foundation to obscurity and obscenities and the further frolicking in a false field of grass that ain't got nothing but logs, bumps, and goddamn potholes. And you flipping and tripping, talking about what a nice day it is. Let's set up the picnic baskets. What kind of Looney Tunes does that? From now on, I'm just going to come on live. It's going to be silent. I may play. I've actually looped. I use CapCut and stuff like that. I looped some music. I was surprised to be able to see you could do that with music. And I have a little thing where I can use on my phone that I can, this little tiny little DJ thing where I can loop music for like 20 minutes, find the right, you know, we used to call the cut back in the days in the 80s, right? 70s. And I've done that with a few music, but they're not all long. That's why I'm asking people, like, make your shit long so that we can all utilize it. All right. There's a couple of guys who have YouTube channels. They want their music to be utilized. I'm just not going to do that right now. You never know when they might come around and want to monetize or want to copyright it. And then these idiots will go looking through your videos and go, oh, this individual right these music, right? I'm starting to realize there's some hacks out here in so-called South America and over in like, you know, Hindu and Sierra Leone, places like that, and Libya and stuff like that, where people will go and because I'm looking at the comments under Celtic Scottish music, and it's majority of them are Spanish, motherfucker. The original Celts are the people in Haiti and Dominican Republic and Jamaica and shit. Those are the true Celts, Irish and Scottish people, you fucking morons. And some of us here, because the original people there were from here. Now, regardless of that, I'm not here to hurt people's feelings, but I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I can lay down a whole line of motherfucking what you would call word cocaine and have you snort it all the fuck up and blow your brains out. It's not what it's about. The drug emphasis on it, you know, say hello to my little friend, you know, a whole bunch of fucking knowledge. The problem is most people are inconsistent, but inconsistent in everything, but consistent in the narratives and the lies. I don't get it. People are that goddamn stupid. Somebody said, you know, you see what they were saying about Tyler Perry. Look, I don't give a fuck about these clout chasing, drama-filled motherfuckers on YouTube. I really don't. If you think Tyler Perry was straight after all that shit, like RuPaul played it in the beginning, you's a fucking idiot. If you think that all them cats this long in the game with all these movies and bad boy, and all that shit, if you don't think, regardless of the worthless homage they paid, haven't done some weird shit, you are stupid. Hollywood industry created by what Jews? There's 5 of them. Know their name? Are you aware of the perversions, Moloch, the Bohemian Grove, who set it up, established it? Why the presidents and all these so-called senators and all of them partake in it? The Burning Man has everything to do with the original burning of the Negroid, the melanated man. Not no pale skin. Don't even get it on your head to conceptualize and conceive that. You see, this is what bothers me. We got niggas that don't know no better, so they send everybody to the Burning Man effigy. Don't even know the true story behind it, but accept the fake European one. The rewrite. Not knowing what it symbolizes after conquering and forcing the people out of there. I'm so getting tired of all you religious idiots, and because you don't even live by the script. You don't hold yourself you hold yourself in content, but you don't hold yourself in the platform and the truth of living it and all truth. I was watching this one Pakistani. This guy's really good. You know the Hindus, right? And I like him. I subscribe to him. But when you're talking about this land, so-called America, everybody needs to shut the fuck up. Everybody, every native, every fucking pale skin, every half-bred, half-Sephardic, or crypto Ashkenaz. Doesn't mean Jew. That's the term they use. It means being crypto and Sephardic don't mean you're fucking Jewish people. It means that's the people who conquered your people during the Crimean Wars or prior to that. Oh, the Crimean War was no short thing. I know what time period they said. If you believe that shit, then you don't really understand the destabilization and the conquering of all the different nations and how it worked from the inside out. Oh yeah, we ran and 3 million Jews fled Germany. Who the fuck do you think Oscar make up the majority? Oh, they went to Russia. Oh, the Bolshevik, but they were able to topple the motherfucking czar and all that. Make it make sense. Stop people being so stupid. They wanted to eradicate all the history. That's why Lincoln had to go. Like I never saw some people done with their fake history. When I was telling people to go watch The Holiday Inn, right, in high school, I had this one history teacher. I forget her name. She's like, Mr. Branch, you can't talk about that. I said, fuck, it's on the TV. They can go on channel 13. It might come on the weekend and watch it. What's this Holiday Inn? I said, well, you know what? You search it on microfiche, 1942, and you can see it in the fucking newspaper with Bing Crosby and his little hashtag bitch he was dancing with, doing blackface in the montage, but also a slack at, look, we conquered America and we killed the motherfucking last of the cons. You think it's a fucking game? How about the Fijis, Hawaiian Islands, and all that? All them running around now want to be pale or some new breed of Asian. They were niggas, big ass afros, and every fucking one of them. So Tired of these wayward ass, goofy motherfuckers. You go down to Andros Islands, all them places, there ain't no goddamn slaves there. The Mamela people, the original people there, the greatest seafarers, like the Fijians. The greatest fucking seafarers. It was amazing what canoes they can make. Canoe is the word for water. Why do they still use that? Like, they act like nobody fucking knows no more. And yet they just keep running and educating dumber fucking people. They just keep making people dumber and dumber, and everybody knows what they're talking about because they're using what? Google and Wikipedia, owned by a young fake Jew motherfucker. And then people sitting there going, they're not Semitic. They're the problem on the whole fucking earth. Always have been, and everybody turned a blind eye to them. That's what I got to say to that shit. Tired of people sounding so goddamn giftedly stupid. It's dumb. And then there are the people who fucking know it. Oh, yeah, they won't say nothing. Or they join up with these secret little groups and this, that, and the other. Then they realize what it's all about. But the hate has already been, they've already been nurtured in the hate. So in their stupidity, they just succumb to it. Yeah, I can do what? You know? Yeah, don't be asking me about academics and none of them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't give a damn about none of them. Don't even ask me about Charleston White. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? He done his job. He said what he had to say. He explained everything to everybody, and everybody want to run around. We're going to read. Don't worry. Want to run around all stupid. I can't stand niggas that upset with a motherfucker doing his best the way he feels necessary, but because niggas got this gang mentality and they stupid in it, they can't free themselves to see the reality of the situation and better themselves based upon that motherfucking ideology, not the dictatorship to the lie of the life they live. And then they want to sit there as if it's concurrent instead of saying, you know what, I was wrong. Motherfucking man up, dudes. Stop being fucking stupid. Know that you're right when the motherfuckers out there doing what you ain't doing. Shut the fuck up. Everybody else, get up on your witch card and carry your business like it's supposed to be carried with something meaningful instead of the meaningless fucking lives you lived. I'm tired of that. And I've reached out to people who I respect and love because I had to correct them in the fallacy of the etymology. That etymology meaning the world they live in. That's the study, the language they speak, the life they live in. All right, if you want to call that a noun, a pronoun, an adjective, an adverb, I don't give a fuck. Conjunction, junction, that's what you start saying when you allude yourself to a fake state, a fictional representative of yourself that's more fictitious than the straw man, and then you want to carry on in a way that's demeaning, but you want to claim or profess yourself to be a higher standard, a higher person? The fuck? I haven't even gone in, man. Come on, please. Oh. Okay, let me make sure of something. I just want to make sure. Excuse me, guys. Oh, okay. Okay, now that's what I had to find something for somebody. I'm sorry. They wanted to know about, I get into deep and stuff, right? They want to know about a drug, and I gave them about half a cup of chrysanthemum teas, the little buds, which tons of it. So it was like nothing. I was like, oh damn, I'm not gonna give you nothing. I said, but just use only about 7 to 10 of the buds in about eight ounces of water. But boil 10 ounces when it's rolling boil. That means you lost an ounce. Throw your buds in there, close it, turn it off, let it steep, but don't close it solid because you want the water to cool a little bit because you want the chrysanthemums to sit in there for about 5 minutes to 6 minutes. Then get a strainer, pour it into your cup, and enjoy it like I do. You'll have about 8, maybe a little over ounces of excellent, superb tea for inflammation and a lot of stuff, just like with the rose hips and all the stuff that I make. And so they say, hey, man, I'm taking the Dayquil. I'm going to take NyQuil tonight. And I'll look at it because he just wants to know. He's not looking at the computer screen. Him and his old lady Dane, they just soups and trying to get rid of that shit. And I'm like, I hope I ain't walking the air behind you motherfuckers and caught whatever the fuck you had. He laughed. I know, I'm good with it. So I wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure. Okay. So when you look up stuff like this, when like say chrysanthemum tea, you want to look up the chemical makeup of what chrysanthemum tea is. Because see, when you look up something like Vicks Dayquil, they'll give you an interaction with medicine, what they call not just medicine, but what the bad reactions will be. Like let me give you an example right quick. So taking a certain MAO, the inhibitor, right? With the medication may cause a serious, possibly fatal drug interaction. So avoid taking isocarboxurids or whatever it is, something like that. Oxocarbon, something like that. Methylene blue, excuse me. Maclominoside, some shit like that. I forget. And all these medical terms I remember in college. This shit. Phenazine, procarbazine. So anyway, all these things right here, you want to see if any of these, what I've always advised people to do, copy them, all the ones that you come across, okay? And then what you do is you copy those, and then you pull you another window, and I'm going to show you. You put them up in your search, paste it in, and then at the very end of it, similar to what plants? Not Similac, nigga. And I'll show you. Okay. Because you never know this because they won't tell you these things. Why is venlafaxine withdrawal so bad? All right. The neurons in the CNS begin to adapt to and become reliant on the persons of the drug. This is called neural adaptation. So if you change neural adaptation, your brain and false information and growing up and believing black is red and red is black. Oh, we might be wrong. Doses are stopped taking vanessa. So neurotransmitters cannot immediately adapt. So what is 2C12 used for? See, they're giving another chemical. The thing is, you want to know what plants. This is why I say Google is about for the fucking idiots. No, seriously. Now, I'll go to one of my other, and they'll have exactly what I'm looking for. I think they want people off of Google because they have really toned it down so much. So side effects, ginseng root. So you want the chemical. Isocorbazide, linalozoid, methylene blue, meclophenazine. So ginseng root oil, use, side effects, interactions, pictures, warnings, and doses. So a lot of those drugs that are in like say if you're taking Dayquil or something, or NyQuil, or whatever, do not take fucking ginseng. Do the research. I'm just throwing one. You could pull up all the rest you want to pull up. There's plenty more. Because they're not going to tell you what some of these synthetic fucking chemicals are or what they're derived of. Remember, before Rockefeller came, we were using natural herbs and healing fucking people. He didn't like that. Motherfuckers were living too long. They needed to cut back in numbers. Well, let's start weeding and de-weeding and crop dusters, spraying fucking chemicals that they've been working on for a long time. People all of a sudden got to get these different shots because all of a sudden measles popped up out of fucking nowhere, like smallpox was nowhere before, thousands of fucking years. Now you got to look at who's got the fucking, that's why I would say, go and look at who's got the copyright on the bitch. That's pretty good. Okay? So, let me send that to him right quick. And so I know he's going to be like, thank you. I'm sending that one. You know, let me copy all this right here. Select all. Select this too. Copy. Now, let's pull him up. Message. Let me signal. Copy, paste. Send. And I hope that's good enough for him. He could I mean, he's very genius with the computer. I mean, he just doesn't want to be in front of the screen or nothing. So let's go ahead and get a little reading in. I'm getting so tired of these little dumb motherfuckers. They just don't know how to get the shit right. It's just comical. So one of my videos, they put a copy, said ineligible. So what I did was I changed it with the music that's applicable, that I can listen to. And I'm sitting there saying, but the other one, you didn't make that. And I was in my studio and it wasn't there. And I'm sitting there looking at this motherfucker that's putting the copyright claim. I'm like, nigga, millions of fucking over 6 million people have used this for content creation because it's in their fucking library. Now they have a little tab that you hit it. This is really fucking stupid. And it says for music videos created. And you go over there, this shit, you can select the shit. So I'm sitting there, somebody's sitting there. They're feeling a little itchy because they didn't go away for the last 2 or 3 fucking copyright infringement against me. So maybe I should reach out and sue not the third party, but fucking YouTube. Is that what I should do? Because it seems like I can sue a whole lot of fucking people. And I don't really need the fucking fiat. It don't mean shit to me. You know? I'm just tired of dealing with these little fucking monkey ass fake Jews and the little barter boys and the little lizard motherfuckers who's playing a certain tune. Nobody's got time for that goofy shit. Let's go ahead and get in exposing the expositions of 1851 to 1915. Fucking retarded, man. I'm gonna fill that up here in a minute. This is by Howdy Mikowski. Excellent read. I go in, I don't feel no kind of way this shit is funny to me, but I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna be the old salt. You know what I'm saying? The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. I'm that nigga up there in the motherfucking, you know, out there making sure the ships are selling right, the lighthouse, and you just happen to want to move in. Well, come on, sisters. I got about 4 flows. Each one of y'all pick a flow. Y'all be talking about Snoo and so-and-so and so-and-so. And Jim Lucifer, the ghost. All right, let me stop now. I'm getting carried away. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. So when we last left off, we were talking about the Smithsonian took control of the new anthropological exhibits, and part of the job was to present the native Indians as savage primitives compared to the civilized white Americans. You gotta remember, once they killed off the original Finch curator who created that, and his son, his nephew, who was a teenager going in his 20s, I think they killed him off too. They took over because they wanted everything to be for the world to see. Fake ass Jews wasn't having that. They'll sacrifice all they own. I keep telling people that, and people are starting to realize that. Anyway, while there was a woman's building, Susan B. Anthony felt this was nowhere near enough to help the unequal status of women who could not vote. And on July 4th, shocked the U.S. Vice President at the fair by handing him a scroll containing the Declaration of Rights of Women. Now, African Americans were offered no space at the fair because we're not fucking Africans. Now, I done already wrote and sent this brother a little message, you know? And in fact, we're not given any jobs, even those considered menial. This was to be a fair for white people by white people. But who was the Negro who had to go to every fair before they opened it? I wish you could see the bird's eye diagram, 1876 of Philadelphia, in detail. The way it can be seen in the online version. Follow the footnote. Zoom in close. Not only can you see the colossal buildings of the exposition on the left side, but when you look at the main city of Philadelphia, it is more like Florence. There is a mini Colosseum, giant domes and spires, and in the center, a building that looks exactly like the Pantheon. Again, who was building this in less than 100 years that the city was in existence, and to this scale in appearance? Also, look on the hill above the exhibition grounds. You will see a tower structure with a ball on top. It looks exactly like a Tesla tower. So were they using Tesla free energy technology? No, Tesla only reduplicated. It's called reverse engineering what we had already established to power this fair. Now, Howdy Mikowski, you can go and pull up his information if you want to. You can Google him. As far as the book goes, he does have a website. I remember seeing it. For those, if they want to go out there and hit the brother up and say, look, you know, you gotta do better than that, brother. You got to know who we are, okay? Howdy Mikowski Talks, YouTube BitChute. YouTube and BitChute. Howdy Mikowski Talks. That's his YouTube channel. All right. And the other one's on BitChute. I have BitChute. I just don't really use it. Like I said, I have Patreon, but until motherfuckers come over there and start supporting and buy some time over there, then I can really start throwing a lot of stuff. I'm going to put it on here again. I just don't know why it's not there. It should be. But I'm going to put it on there again. So that way we can go over there and we can have the conversation. I can play whatever music I want. Okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and finish this read right here. I want you to know that so that we can go into them. So, yo, stop using that term of this new age shit. This African American shit. We're not African and we're not fucking Americans. We're the orthogonous original people of this land. Do that research. And he might be doing it. Who knows? It's no hate. Okay? Anyway. There was a mini coliseum, giant domes and spires, and in the center a building that looks exactly like the Pantheon. Now, the Tesla free energy technology in 1876 to power this fair? No, Tesla didn't build all of them. He only built one. They tore it down, what, 19... I forget when they tore it down. You know, they got rid of that shit. The fair was a failure financially, as were most of the previous world fairs, with the exception of London. The total cost for Philadelphia was $8 million. And the receipts were $4,300,000. And Bancroft wrote in his book that even with the money lost, it is not, however, on the basis of dollars and cents that the success of such an effort can be estimated. He is claiming that the fairs are losing a lot of money, but that it is not a big deal. So why are they having them? We know what rich people like most is staying rich. All right, we know that what rich people like most is staying rich. They do not like money. Okay? Excuse me, what? They do not like dropping their money into things that lose money and keep losing money. Thus, the fairs cannot be about money at all. But as Bancroft states, it is not on the basis of dollars and cents that success is estimated. The success was to rewrite history in the conquering of all the lands, to establish and put themselves in certain places in the position of power and create a political narrative. Okay, the question then becomes, what is? I believe it is to rewrite the complete historical narrative, to prop up the new white ruling elite, which I am not sure existed prior to 1800, because they didn't. And to destroy all of the old vestiges of he just told you something compared to that African American shit, right? He didn't even go on about it. Ruling elite, which I am not sure existed prior to 1800. Anyway, to destroy all of the old vestiges of the great civilizations that spanned the globe prior to the arrival of the new conquerors. For that, we have to look at some specific buildings supposedly built for some of the fairs. This is crazy. Hotel Internacional, Barcelona, Spain, 1888. Yeah. Ain't no goddamn pecker. They ain't build that shit. And that's not the most minded, y'all, but you didn't build the shit. Fuck you build it for? Y'all greedy as fuck. How y'all gonna build something it's not even in your blood to share and be responsible in the sharing? You know what I'm saying? Come on. We'll pick up the other part tomorrow. I just want to read a little bit, y'all, and then I'm gonna lay back and get this shit completely going. Remember, it's just a body. Here. Yeah, that's good. All right, we got a hidden lands beyond the Antarctica. The continuation of Morris's journey between interconnected planets. No confusion. Claudio Naselli. That's our brother, Spain. Okay, and we are actually at ARB 204, the lands of Mars. No, we're not. We're beyond that. Excuse me. We are at chapter 37. Patagonian giants defend human lands. Last chapter we left off of was chapter 36, fire on the walls and poisonous irrigation. So let's get into chapter 37. Patagonian giants defend human lands. Two beings entered and began to spray with those toxic gases. I put a mask on my father, who just woke up sleepy without understanding the situation. While trying to do the same, I was able to locate mine and then close the door of the room. I signaled my father that he should be quiet, and we both melted into an absolute sepulchral silence. The kind that lasts seconds, but your whole life flashes before you. Deafening sirens and alarms could be heard outside as the explosions began. But what would those explosions be? Excuse me, people. That stuff is good. My apologies. Alarms be heard outside as explosions began. But what would those explosions be? We wondered. At that moment, it mattered little because the main danger was just behind the door. A creature was walking down the hallway outside while, with my father in silence, we waited for the worst. In that moment of desperation, I looked out the window, and the shadows of the regadors were now accompanied by others. Some giant shadows were present. I signaled again to my father so that he could observe it. Could it be that our prayers had been heard? The Patagons, or Archons. The Patagons, or Archons, were fighting, defending the human lands. Those beings that always far from humanity, lived in solitude in the cold south. Would that actually be the North Pole? And today they were here with us, trying the impossible, a battle that seemed lost from the very beginning. The two beings we had in our home shootout. An unknown sound invaded the outside. I guess it was the call of one of their leaders or something warning them about the danger. They needed all the regadors there since an unexpected visitor had appeared. These giants had no mercy whatsoever, and while many fell by the gases that emanated and the blue rays of some kind of weaponry that these beings brought, many others were still knocking down regadors with their overwhelming force. The difference in physical strength was abysmal in comparison. I opened the door in panic and amazement, but with some hope, I did not see any being crossing the door. I signaled again to my father, and we tried to go out. I'd have stayed my ass in the basement. Anyway, although at that time we did not really know if we were better off outside or inside our home. But after that experience of confinement, waiting for death before those creatures, we decided to go out and join somehow to those giant archons that gathered groups of humans around to help them. Next time we'll get into chapter 38, which will be escaping with the archons. Okay? CMOS. Heaven Bearers, the Great Reset of 1834 in the Mud Flood. You know this is one of my favorite reads, God Dang Nugget. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever we call out, like we go, yeah, to my brothers and sisters, let's say to our sisters and brothers, all right? Let's give our sisters that do what they need, what they deserve, all right? And this is not to glamorize or to cater or to bow down. No, let's say ladies and gents. Let's say girls and boys. Let's say women and men. Let's address it, sisters and brothers, wives and husbands. Let's do what the fuck we used to do, and let's get back hot at it and fuck the rest of the world and what they're doing. All right? Bottom line. This is a really charcoaly one, y'all. He didn't like the water, the way I was filtering it or something. And then I changed it to this. He likes the charcoal, y'all. And he just lapped half the damn bowl up. I'm like, whoo, child, I'm going to find a little fucking hill in that the kitty box. Anyway. Heaven Bearers, the Great Reset of 1834 in the Mud Fly by Janine Helen. It's the book. There's our little pale princess right there. Okay. And she did a pretty good job with this book, y'all. All right. Oh, you heard that? Oh, that felt good. All right. I'm just gonna start off where I need to start off. You feel me? Did somebody donate? Was that Marcus Wayne? Marcus again? Oh, look, anyway. She doesn't know what to do and starts to jog down the road towards the restaurant to look for Malcolm. Okay? Remember, she's looking at the main entrance. She thought that a motherfucker with the top hat that knocked upside the head, which she healed quickly from, thought he was coming for her. Okay, I just had to do that because I know you're going to be like, here you go. I wasn't in the last one. Watch the last video. I'm just messing with y'all. How y'all doing today, all right? It's just another day, remember that. She doesn't know what to do and starts to jog down the road towards the restaurant to look for Malcolm. He is still in there, seated at the same table, but not with Rune and Aurora, but with someone else. It is a man, and he is tall, with long black hair, and he is wearing a navy blue suit. He is wearing a big, obnoxiously looking gold ring on his left hand, and she is drawn to it for some reason. She wants to go inside, but something stops her. She looks behind her, and there is no one around, and she hopes that man from the hotel is gone. What does he want? She inquires. Excuse me. The man seated in front of Malcolm has noticed her and automatically makes direct eye contact with her. He is so intense that it makes her puke on the sidewalk. She can feel her throat close up, and she can't breathe. Suddenly, she fights for air, but she can't get any. She drops to the ground and gasps in horror. Her face is turning a purplish blue, and she can see her mother's face smiling at her. Daphne, breathe, baby, breathe. She can hear her mother shout, and she walks over to the man sitting next to Malcolm. She stops when she is standing next to the man, and she looks afraid, then nods at Bonnie. She is trying to tell her something, and her face is stern. Bonnie knows she needs to fight harder, and she presses her hands hard against the cobble floor, and with all that she has, she takes the biggest, deepest breath that she can, and in that moment, everything stops moving. This is when they start getting juicy. Every table and chair, every patron, both Tartarian and Phoenician, suddenly levitates off of the ground, and the sky above her turns bright blue. She can feel her lungs filled with air, and the air is sweet and warm. Everything and everyone crash back to the floor, and her face regains its color, and people start to scream in terror. She quickly gets up onto her feet, and she notices that the man that was sitting with Malcolm is suddenly gone. She scans the restaurant for him, but he is nowhere. Malcolm is still seated at the table with his back turned towards her. He gets up calmly, takes his coat from the back of the chair, and walks up to her with fear on his face. He grabs her by the arm and pulls her along with him. As he rushes down the street, his grip is tight and rough, and he doesn't care that he is hurting her slightly. We need to go right now, Bonnie. He is in a rush, and he walks straight past the hotel without stepping a foot inside it. They walk for a long time until they reach a big park. She is tired and breathing heavily, while Malcolm is anxious and fidgety. He looks around him, and then at his watch, and then back around the park. Messed up. Shit, look. What was that, Bonnie? He grabs her and shakes her hard. What did you do? He is terrified for her, and this time he can't hide the emotions on his face or the fear in his voice. Pick up the rest tomorrow. Oh, I know y'all like, no. I knew he was going to do it. I knew that nigga, big old engine head, cheap nigga was going to do it. I did it. I held off from saying it all. We got people in here watching and ain't hitting the like. Probably one of the monkeys that want to sit there going, in the music, we can go and fake copyright and take money and make money until they bust us. Bunch of goofy fucks. It's funny when you go and research who created the music and you look for the actual author and you realize it's not the motherfucker claiming the copyright. Oh, shit. These fucking retarded monkeys or something else. What do you think about that? What, it was a pretty good read? I kept it real simple and short today. I want to lay back and take care of this shit. Okay, let me turn this up because it does that all the time. It used to be where I can keep it one way and it's just flapping around doing its own thing. So, if I was right, Marcus 1, yeah, you did hit me, right? Did I? Yeah, he hit me with the 1.5, y'all. Bam. I just want to make sure it doesn't have a time. I made sure to send you a receipt at 8:57 a.m. That was just a.m. So I did hit you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, all right, beloved? Okay, cool. So, yeah, I don't mind giving them the amount. So I appreciate you guys. Keep the donations coming. Maybe by this weekend coming up in the fucking their fake New Year, which ours is in March. Actually, I know some of y'all probably were like, wait a minute, I remember you was on a reading and you were saying, I know, just let it be. Okay? Let it be. 364 days, 13 months, 5 seasons. Autumn is literally a season. I know. Just a little at a time, people. March is all right. All right? Well, it's actually June, but March is fine. Okay. It's fine. Because nobody even knows the 13th month. It's not hard to find. 28 fucking days. 364 days a week. Why? Who would be in a rush? Think about it. But once you believe everything is moving slowly, it's according to their plan. What's funny is they're so corrupt, but they have these so-called fake-ass officials want to hold you liable to some paperwork, but paperwork don't mean shit. It's like YouTube to say, sign it with your legal name. My legal name is whatever fucking name I choose. We're not going back to the Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, religious dichotomy. I have many fucking names. I'll give you the one I want. Now, the one that you want for the social security number is based on that shit. You can have that motherfucker, but I'm going to tell you what you're calling me, and you're going to access the reality of that truth when you see me in your fucking dream. It's not a game. To them, it's a game. No, the game is dead. It's fucking dead. Well, we got our paranormal. I wish these motherfuckers stop with their goofy ass paranormal bullshit. There are things out there that even the motherfuckers here that are controlling that they will never get to see, that they would not want to see. And they should be thankful that they're not intervening. Stupid motherfuckers. But they don't need to push their luck running around different earths trying to fucking do some dumb shit. It's not going to work. Making deals with people. Oh, everybody know who y'all are. As I stated, we are not originally from here. Okay? It doesn't matter how you got here. But know this, you've always had your stories with you. Okay? Appreciate y'all taking the time. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Refill this. It's about halfway. It's about it's still a little over half. We'll let it run for another 2 hours. Then I'll fill it up, take it upstairs. Because I don't want, the one upstairs is smaller. I might use both of them, make it real tropical and shit. But anyway, I appreciate y'all taking the time. Donation line's still open. Still right here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to shout you guys out, and I appreciate y'all coming in. For you people that standing on the side that's not hitting the like or whatever, I'm not here for you to believe in shit. And it's obvious to who they may be. Live your fictional world. Live the wild life. There's some very eloquently, well-spoken, eloquent, whatever the fuck terms you want to use, intelligent people, but a lot of them is going on the narrative of history as if it's the real thing because they're steeped in the world of today. Why don't you go back to the time when I was steeped in it and then listen to those who were before me, the reason why I held on to that reality, even as I traveled, and I would correct many motherfuckers in their own so-called lands, newly acquired fucking lands. Because I know there's some people who are looking at some of my responses and they figure, oh, that's a YouTube channel. Let me see what he's talking about. He's actually live. Let me sit here and watch him. Hit the fucking like and I can tell you who you fucking really are. And I'm not here to be nice. I didn't sell the fucking 7 seas, the great oceans, the Bering Straits, and all the other shit. All right? So I could sit up here and poof the fucking magic dragon like we're in HR puffing fucking selves, and you Jimmy with the flute. Didn't do it that way, and it's not going to happen today. I'm going to tell you who the fuck you are, and if you got a problem with that, stay the imaginary motherfucker that you exist as. I don't care. All right? Yeah, they're very charismatic, they're very energetic, and they're throwing shit around, and they don't even know what the fuck they're playing with. And they're doing good research, but they're not really pragmatic. The research they have is fucking stunt growth. It's like I got to this point, and you got motherfuckers trying to debunk Tartary. These motherfuckers don't have a clue, and they really like you can't make this shit up. And I'm sitting there going, first of all, it's a bad fucking word just to help you out. But that's the way they graft you in because all the books are written by the fucking hypocrisy, the idiots. They follow suit without doing further research and realizing that's not the fucking what the people will call. It was one world, one world gathered together to fight and protect and to have wonderful, beautiful times. There was no need for me to go and sleep with somebody because of color differential, but there were those who did it. The world became perverted and is on one group of motherfuckers, and now everybody coalesced in because the perversion seems nicer to the fucking freaks. You know? You'll never hear them talking about cosplay and motherfucking the LGBT, ABD, LBP with those motherfuckers that like plexiglass and scat and all those other stuff, that nasty, weird stuff. I don't want to get too deep into that. But it's all over the place. Who's that big bodybuilding mug that was talking about the people of sororities? The guy William II. Y'all know the big Atlanta, of course. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And they think that, because they believe it's normal and they won't accept the fact, that they're eating food that's corrupted them. They were nurtured by only a woman that's broken them, made them more sensitive. There's so much. Or they've been around terrible fucking father figures. It's just a reality. A little wishy-washy. There's some stories. But I'm not ordering them books, but there's some weird ones. You can download the PDF and you don't got to keep it. And you're sitting there going, wow, this dude just told the craziest damn story, what he went through. No wonder the nigga married a couple of dudes. I'm just saying, and then when you think about the diet, some of them tell you the diet, and then they go on to get right. But some of them, because they want to be real manly, they get on testosterone, steroids. This shit is crazy, y'all. There's nothing natural about what's going on. Except for the motherfuckers thinking, which is absurd. They believe that it's a natural function, but it's not functioning naturally. There's a lot of things that are broken, and you can't tell nobody. Well, you can tell them all you want, but who's going to listen when you got this so-called woke culture? That's the funniest fucking thing. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? And just can't make it up. I'm not no gay basher. I mean, I protected the motherfuckers of numerous, and that's not to say I'm white, but I have black friends. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? No, that's the reality is my godfather. It's many people. The reality is motherfuckers you say what the fuck you want. Now, they will sit there and say, well, we created an era of repercussions. Yeah, what's the repercussion when motherfuckers go to streets and start harming you? And there's not a goddamn body that can stop it when it goes off the chart. People are not really paying attention. In the moment, ain't none of them grab the society. They go and live in this fast life with big windows and with the pool side, walking around with thongs and shit on, right? I'm drinking that Barbosa, whatever the drink is called, Mimosa, whatever the fuck. And it's all about what they're going to be doing in the bedroom. That's all it's all about. And then we're going to go out here and entertain people, and we're going to deal with the shady-ass download niggas in the music industry and this, that, and other. And that's what people want. No, I know a whole lot of gay folks that hate this shit. They didn't want their business out there. And because you got these goofy-ass pale-skinned Karens and these young niggas that act like these pale-skinned Karens out of California, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, and New York and Jersey, the weirdest motherfuckers on the earth, I'm trying to tell you, This is the reason why you got the fucking issue you got. Instead of arguing, prove me wrong. Then I'll just post some videos. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not a meme specialist, but I'll let the motherfuckers tell it in their own goddamn words. All right? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull up that my Patreon. I'm going to share it. Pay the fee. Get over there. I see the numbers. Get to a certain, it's got to meet a certain part. Then boom, we go over there. I mean, goddamn, you don't. Some of y'all too cheap. Some of you are hitting off, so I know y'all can afford it. And it's not. It's cheap, Patreon, and that way I can really get down. And that way we don't have to worry about some little goofy motherfucker coming in. At least they'll pay, and ain't shit they can do. You see the big difference, y'all? Even on what's that? BitChute and Rumble. Rumble's another one. Hell, I'm thinking about paying into that motherfucker about $500. I should go over there and set my shit up, right? Already started. Because I'm tired of dealing with weak-ass platforms, with weak-ass motherfuckers, all politically incorrect, doing dumb shit because they believe they're in control when they actually have no control other than the fact they want to be marginalized and really want to look at what you're saying and what you're doing. They want to record it and try and use it against you goofy asses. All right? When there's a whole plethora of shit to be utilized against them. I'm just saying. But that's why they want to killing you softly with their words, killing you softly. But you know they're killing you softly. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming. I'm going to shut your names off and I'm going to get the fuck off. Jah, what's going on, Nafki? Marcus Williams, what's going on to my beloved? Where's Oak? He's usually right there too. I know DJ will be up late, so you know, and that's number love my brothers though. All right. Six Boss, what's going on, beloved? For the world to see media, what's going on, tribe? What's going on, beloved? Herbo, gotcha. You already know. What's up, beloved? T. Hines, much respect. Mr. C. Saw a bit of a pale skin man who is all in the voodoo witchy stuff, claiming he was once melted in his former life. Okay. Yeah, he's living a fucking bit much of fiction. But he could be telling the truth. You know what? Excuse me, I shouldn't have done that. Seriously. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. Okay. I like that one, bro. Snoo, what's up, love? Oh, what's going on, tribe? Vietnam Seed, you already know. Grand Ascension, everybody. What's up, beloveds? Yeah, nah, y'all see it. Paulie Cook had a good one, y'all. I hope y'all went and saw it. Paulie Cook had a good one, y'all. Cure Meal too, goddamn. He did the second part. I know, I got us over there late, running my goddamn mouth, and he was on for an hour, 2 hours. Like, oh man, I felt so fucking retarded. That's what happens when you nod out because you're trying to, get yourself a little better. You know what I mean? I hope I called everybody. Right? Yeah, let me make sure. No, Rhonda got you. Oh, that's like random ganja. I like that though. That's cool. Oh, baby girl. Love you, bro. Max Vay, what's going on? I have a project which was released through Sonic Wave years ago. I did all tracks in-house. They have me sharing with someone from Asia Minor. Sad. Thieves in the Temple. Of course they fucking thieves, cuz. And you know you need to hit them niggas, man. Hit them motherfuckers, man. Shit. In between June and July. Okay. Smarty ass. Well, what's so representative of? Because you got to remember, these months are lies. I'm just saying. Yeah, Max V, I hit them motherfuckers, brother. T. Hines, I got you, beloved. Y'all. I appreciate that. Hitting them up. Yeah, all charismatic, driven, and all that. Great informative, very informative, blah, blah. Just fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to be a total. So you think we the first beings on this earth? There were millions of years of us here. people still don't having a hard time. See, I'm not gonna talk about the weapons no more. There's many more, but there were things bigger than you fucking imagine here. This earth is not no small motherfucker. Stop believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. Invest in no half of what you see so you find out the other half, and then you'll start thinking about things in a different perspective and come to realize there's a whole lot of fucking bullshit and you've been listening to for a long time. Okay? I hope I broke that down. I love what you talk, baby. I need you right there, right now, right here. I'll be like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out and take over the world. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's like the little goofy ass cartoon. My apology. Hey, but JR, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Always peace, beloved. I've been on this for about a year, and he has great content. Yeah, and definitely. I'm gonna have to throw my little. I thought you had my Patreon. You could throw it up there. Shit, baby girl, I'm gonna clip hell out this. All right, for sure. You already know, for sure. Link for the Patreon. All right. Yeah, how about my Patreon, baby girl? You ain't a smart ass. You was very intellectual. Well, man, I ain't gonna, because I'll tell you that person. You know what you is to me, goddamn. You is the light and the life and the source, nigga. Don't even try it. Need about 12 more, you motherfuckers. I have a motherfucker. I have tribes running around before these motherfuckers shake a stick at. Talking about where they kids come from. None of your business. I don't have it up there. Oh, you remember, right? You can go over there and copy it. I think you and Rondo and a couple other people, but I need more people to come in before I can really start. I can just put up little short bids, little small videos. It's a waste of time. I need the numbers so that way I can go and throw it out. I shouldn't have to ask shit. We got goofy motherfuckers putting out the worst information, got like over 1 million followers. I'm sitting there going, that's not ego or jealousy. That's just like, wow. And these motherfuckers aren't talking about shit. The same shit that keep you in the same place, same turmoil, arguing politics of shit that don't really matter because you give them, in your lethargic state, you give them a reality that never was meant to be. Instead of looking inside yourself, niggas, go to my Patreon, sign the fuck on. She can go and pull it up. She can share it on here. I'll leave when she find it. You remember? Ganja, right? Snoop? I don't know who else. I looked at it. And I was like, I can't even do shit with that. Come on. We could be over there and everybody come over there and you get notification and everything. Yo. You'd be like, y'all need to come over here. I probably wouldn't be cursing. I'd probably be sitting up here with a fucking suit and tie on. I got plenty of suits. I just don't wear them. I'm feeling still no reason. Oh, I can get very. Anyway. Okay. Okay. So anyway, let me get off of here. I thought you would have had it by now. Walk me through it myself. I thought you would have had the Patreon up. I'll go ahead and I'll put it in the Witch card. How did you join it, honey? I'll put it in the description. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll edit. I'll put it in this description. You guys come back and you'll see it in this description. And then where the fuck is it? Don't you ever do that shit? The hell? Nigga. Fucking wash your goddamn mouth out with some motherfucking peroxide and soap. Anyway, let me get off of here. I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sweat this shit out, sisters and brothers. And tomorrow will be a new day. We started off with, of course, Behold the Pale Horse and the Negro Project. And then we'll come back over here. Don't worry, I got all the book. I got so many books down here and upstairs. I was even about to go in the shed and pull some. I was like, let me just read the shit I got here. I think they're hiding it because I looked a while back. I'll go ahead and put it in there. I'll make sure. But it used to be up in Witch Card. It was right there. I don't know where the fuck it went. It might be on my other channel. I'll see. But let me go ahead. I'm going to go pull my Patreon up. I'll go ahead and copy it. And I'll put it in the what you call it, okay? There ain't nothing Jersey about that. You just gotta, you want to say shit where you need to be saying it right now instead of waiting to get around me thinking it's gonna be all right to say that shit. Say that shit, and if you is, learn to tone it back, okay? Don't say that up here, baby girl. Now I got you right here, all right? All right? All right, love y'all. And get with y'all on the AM. Still donate, niggas.